Everyone. My name is Stephanie Prellwitz. I'm the Executive Director here at the Green Lake Association. And today I'm going to be sharing with you the work that we do here at the Green Lake Association and specifically some exciting project updates. Green Lake is the heart of our community. And here at the GLA, our mission is to promote the conservation of Big Green Lake and its watershed with a singular focus on its water quality. Green Lake is no doubt a beautiful lake, but the truth is that its water quality is suffering. In 2014, the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources listed the lake as impaired for low dissolved oxygen, and unfortunately, due to some changing water quality, it's likely to list it also impaired for high phosphorus this year. As you learned at last week's Lunch and Learn, phosphorus causes all sorts of water quality problems, and it often makes its way to the lake through runoff from the surrounding land. Rainwater that carries phosphorus-containing soil to the lake hurts water quality. It increases the chance of toxic algae blooms, it fuels too many weeds and algae, it makes the water cloudy, and ultimately it decreases dissolved oxygen for fish and aquatic life. So phosphorus is the biggest threat to Green Lake's water quality. With each passing year, we're seeing a trend in increased rainfall, and these more intense, more frequent rain events are washing phosphorus off the land and into the lake at a really alarming rate. That makes our challenge to protect and ultimately restore Green Lake even more, challenging. Yet, no matter how complex and challenging the task is of protecting and ultimately restoring Green Lake, the GLA remains committed to continuing these common sense practices while at the same time conducting research to find more ways to have a positive impact on the lake's water quality. So the video that you're about to see has some great information about what we call our pillar projects. And we structure lake protecting projects into these three categories and attempt to have a positive impact on water quality at the land and the lake level. So this isn't an exhaustive list of all that the Green Lake Association does, but it does capture the heart of our work, which is to protect and care for Big Green Lake. So I hope you enjoy it, and be sure to stay tuned afterwards for some exciting project updates.
Ask those who have lived a lifetime on Green Lake, and they will tell you. Green Lake is not what it once was. The impact of excessive nutrient pollution, new invasive species, and shifting weather patterns is taking a toll on this amazing natural resource. But it doesn't have to be this way. Each drop of water that falls into Green Lake carries with it the opportunity to be cleaner than the one that fell before it. Together, our cumulative efforts can add up to restore and preserve this incredible body of water. In addition to expanding our partnerships and our research, the Green Lake Association is focusing on three key pillar projects to build a strong foundation for a cleaner Green Lake. Stronger rainstorms have been dumping dirtier runoff into Green Lake in recent years. This makes Project Clean Streams more important than ever. Over 140 miles of stream flow into Green Lake. Of these, over 11 miles are crumbling and are in urgent need of repair. Until every mile is restored, nutrient pollution will flow to the lake where it fuels growth of weeds and algae. It will cost over $1 million in public and private funds to restore all 11 miles of these damaged streams. We need your help to restore these stream banks 1 mile at a time. Last year, we restored over a mile of eroding stream bank on Dakin and Roy Creek. This year, we are taking Project Clean Streams to a whole new level. In combination with another mile of stream restoration, we plan to implement a suite of projects on the surrounding landscape of White Creek. These conservation practices, like retention ponds, cover crops, and buffer strips, will go even further in protecting our lake. Green Lake's tiny zebra mussels carry a massive reminder that invasive species permanently damage our lake. The GLA has made it a top priority to manage the invasive species Big Green has and to make sure no additional invasives enter our waters. Last year, we removed 157,000 pounds of carp from Green Lake. Since one carp lays 1 million eggs, we need your help to continue our annual carp removal program to reduce the damage of these non-native invaders. Since there is no going back once invasive species infect our lake, we are equally focused on preventing new aquatic invasive species from hitching a ride to Green Lake. As a first step, we are in the process of installing improved signage and cleaning tools at each of Green Lake's public boat launches. Since over 65% of our drainage area is agricultural, we have to think beyond the lake, to the entire 107 square miles that drain into Big Green. Project Green Acres focuses on building a community of farmers who are economically and environmentally sustainable. Since the average age of a farmer in Green Lake is 65 years old, we must invest in educating the next farming generation. Last year, we sent 19 farmers to grazing workshops to learn about practices that are good for the land and good for Green Lake. We need your help to grow the impact of our scholarship program so that every future farmer is armed with the knowledge to protect our natural resources. We also helped launch the watershed's first ever demonstration farm at Pollock View Dairy. In 2020, we will continue to fund this farm demonstration as an important informational resource for other farmers in our watershed. Alongside our demo farm, the GLA will be helping to organize the 4th annual Conservation Field Day. Last year, we had a record 75 attendees. This day helps display the economic and environmental benefits of implementing best management practices. Green Lake has been showing us disturbing warning signs, like elevated E. coli levels, dissolved oxygen dead zones, toxic algae blooms, and excessive weed overgrowth. Since one drop of water is in Green Lake for 21 years, we must act now to make a difference for the lake we love. Join us in protecting this amazing resource for many generations yet to come.
So as promised, here are some updates about some exciting projects happening right here in the Green Lake watershed. Our first project update has to do with Roy Creek. Green Lake has 141 miles of stream that flow to it, and we've identified 11 miles that are in immediate need of repair. So eroding stream banks are one way that phosphorus makes its way to the lake, so repairing them is really a top priority for us. On Roy Creek, nearly 3,000 feet have been restored from steep, crumbling banks to gentle slopes. This not only protects water quality downstream, but it also protects farmers and equipment near the field edge as they're no longer in risk of collapsing. With fishing season underway, pay attention to new signs and tool boards at public boat launches around the lake. The Green Lake Association worked with Golden Sands, RC&D, as well as the Green Lake County Land Conservation Department to install aquatic invasive species tool boards. These tool boards will remind lakegoers to follow invasive species prevention steps, as well as provide tools to remove potentially new invasive species and mud from hard-to-reach places on boats and trailers. Additionally, Green Lake will have some Clean Boats, Clean Waters workers at landings throughout the summer, thanks to GLA donors and a Wisconsin DNR grant. And this is going to protect Green Lake from new invasive species. So be sure to look for these Clean Boats, Clean Waters volunteers in their bright blue shirts. With increased rainstorms and increased phosphorus loading to the lake, we realize the importance of utilizing research to find additional ways to protect the lake. In partnership with the Green Lake Sanitary District, the Land Conservation Department, the Wisconsin DNR, we've installed a turbidity curtain at the County Highway K Marsh. This is part of a pilot project to help research ways to restore this critical filtering wetland that goes to the lake. So this curtain helps to keep out carp, reduce wind from stirring up sediment, and to help restore beneficial aquatic vegetation. And all of this, we hope, means cleaner water for Green Lake. Through partnership and research, we can find new and improved ways to protect the lake that we love. All right, so Hank and I hope you enjoyed learning about some of our work here at the GLA, just as much as we enjoy doing it. If you're interested in hearing more about research happening right here on Green Lake, be sure to tune into our annual meeting, which is now happening online on June 20th. You can get more information at www.greenlakeassociation.org. And that's it. So thanks so much for tuning in and have a good day. Bye.